Some players feel that Ubisoft's open-world formula is getting a bit stale. But after spending several hours with their upcoming stealth sandbox game, Watch Dogs Legion, it seems like things might finally be moving in the right direction. This is Miles with Windows Central Gaming, and here's why Watch Dogs Legion is a game to be excited about in 2020. In previous Watch Dogs titles, you could scan any NPC in the game and learn about different aspects of their lives. It gave you a glimpse into the voyeuristic hacker world that is DedSec, the game's protagonist hacktivist group. In Watch Dogs Legion, though, this mechanic is cranked up to 11. Through recruitment missions, you'll build up your very own London DedSec cell, using a pool of the game's procedurally generated random NPCs. Once recruited, you can then customize them further with unique outfits to create a signature look for your group, or just go in with totally random designs. Each NPC has unique proficiencies when it comes to undertaking missions. Say you want to infiltrate New Scotland Yard, which is London's police HQ, now taken over by a shadowy private military corporation. You might want to use one of your DedSec recruits that has a particular affinity for stealth and infiltration. In our 3-hour remote play session with Watch Dogs Legion, we recruited various NPCs and experienced an impressive range of unique events and missions for getting those characters into your group. It's not just fighting and hacking either. Maybe you'll just end up in a pub playing darts or grabbing a few beers.
Have you damaged your brain enough to feel joy again?
At a higher level, you're effectively trying to start a revolution in Watch Dogs Legion, as the near-future UK setting imagines what Britain would look like if practically everything had become privatized and automated. Millions are out of work, having lost their jobs to machines. Delivery drones fill the skies, and there are CCTV cameras literally everywhere. The presence of the game's for-profit law enforcement and governance can be felt everywhere, from self-driving connected cars, to propaganda in the news, to gigantic holographic billboards plastering Big Ben and other London landmarks. Watch Dogs Legion portrays an oppressed society on the brink of revolutionary war, and DedSec is right in the middle.
I'm not in the mood for your
Although we were playing remotely, it was easy to tell just how much of a step up Watch Dogs Legion is in terms of visual quality. Ray tracing reflections and lighting add a new dimension to the game, which makes you oftentimes just want to stop playing and stare at the scenery. The game's interior locations are also quite impressive. One segment had us climbing through Big Ben from the perspective of a mechanical spider drone, which presented a surreal juxtaposition between Victorian engineering and modern-day robotics. To help incite revolution, it's symbolic acts of defiance that help drive public opinion in DedSec's favor, which has been used as a scapegoat by the media and privatized government to cover up their corruption. In typical Ubisoft fashion, changing public opinion will result in more impressive scripted story events and missions that drive the plot forward. This time around, though, it feels a little less like the game came off an assembly line, and instead feels like it had more of a human touch, with more handcrafted areas and sequences that add another dimension to the impressive realism of Ubisoft's open-world design. Although we only experienced a small slice of Watch Dogs Legion's array of tech gadgets and weapons, it felt as though there were more than enough toys and overlapping interactions to make this sandbox world more entertaining than ever. You can do some impressive and creative trap setting using the spider drone to sneak around and investigate opportunities in the environment. The game's very British non-lethal weapons still feel great to use if you do end up in a gunfight. For the most part, though, the game feels oriented around stealth. Alerting the authorities creates stacking hazards, GTA style, which will eventually see aerial attack drones converge on your position. Watch Dogs Legion felt fairly tough, which is a rewarding change of pace from some of Ubisoft's previous games. You, at the end of the day, are just a regular citizen with some crazy hacking skills. And that sense of vulnerability adds tension and, in some ways, invention to the game's combat. Making sure you have the advantage often comes down to your wits, rather than brute force. Fans can look forward to playing Watch Dogs Legion on October 29th, 2020. While it remains to be seen if this experiment in game design can truly subvert the expected limitations of Ubisoft's heavily used open-world design, the early glimpses we've gotten so far are incredibly promising. What are your thoughts on Watch Dogs Legion? Will you be playing this game at launch? Let us know in the comment section below. For more Xbox and PC content, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.